one thing I love about every COD Zombies map. I love that the zombies in Nakter and Toten sound a lot more creepier than future zombies in future zombie games. I mean, just listen to them. I love how in Farouk, even for being the second zombie map, it has one of the most iconic starting rooms of all time, with the fact that you have to activate power to get to the other side. Pretty cool if you ask me. I love how in Shironuma, the map introduces us to Nikolai, Dempsey, Takeo, and then of course Richthofen. And even for being the third map in the zombie series, these are the main characters that we'll have for the next 10 years of zombies. I think that's just pretty cool how we've all grown to love them so much, and this is the first map that they all take place in. One thing I really like about Derice is the pack-a-punch machine and how it incorporated it. Going from having your basic weapons and being able to pack-a-punch them makes the whole progression of zombies feel completely different because you feel like you're always working towards something. One thing I really like about Kino der Toten, or not so much Kino der Toten, but I can't really think of anything else, is this. They fixed quick revive in this, so in World at War, when you went down with it, you died, that was game over. But in this game, if you go down with it, and since Kino der Toten was the first proper map, I'm going to use it as this year, you can get back up from it, which is a pretty cool feature to have, considering we didn't have it back in World at War. For 5, I really like the cutscene. It's probably one of my favorite cutscenes in a COD zombie map, and we just know how memeable it is and how much like of a following this cutscene in particular gained. Even in the past few years, this cutscene blew up. It's just really funny. It's like someone's breaking in. So I'm Dick. So in Ascension, one thing I really love about the map is this thing. I know it's a small little thing, but I always thought it was so cool that this would just spin around randomly and kill zombies. I mean, watch this. Look, it's doing God's work. You can't tell me that's not kind of cool. I love how Call of the Dead makes tribute to one of, if not the most influential people around the zombies genre, George Romero. It's constantly a reminder that without him, we wouldn't have this. We wouldn't have zombies as we know it. Shangri-La might get a lot of hate, but one thing I absolutely love about the map is the color palette. This is the first bright zombie map we've really had in zombies. I mean, look at the sky, look at the trees, look at the monkey. The map overall is just beautiful. Don't get me wrong, the Black Ops 3 version looks very nice as well, but there's something about the Black Ops 1 art style that I just love. Oh yeah, and these guys are kind of cool. One thing I love about Moon is the starting room. I don't really enjoy the map that much, but one thing I do enjoy is how different the starting room is. The way it works is, it doesn't work in rounds. The first few zombies to spawn in are going to be your normal round 1 zombies, but as each beep goes, the zombies' health will go up, and then they'll start sprinting as well, which makes it a very, very challenging room. But if you're a smart and keen player, you'll be rewarded. The pack-a-punch machine's here, and you can either get Jug, which we have here, or Speed Cola. So if you play your cards right, you could potentially get pack-a-punch weapons, and yeah, having Jug as well is very good very early on. So I don't think I'm gonna get my weapon pack-a-punch, but I can grab Jug probably. Yep, there we go. Got my Jug. And yeah, if you're a skilled player, unlike me, then yeah, you can definitely get both. And if you just want to warm up with some zombies and get better training, this map's probably a pretty good map to do it on. Even though Transit gets a lot of shit, something I think we can all agree on is that Ted is the boss, and he's such a great character to have in Transit and adds in a bit more personality. Nuketown might be one of the more underrated maps, but something I really like is the random factor with the drops coming in later into game. One round you might have Jug, or you might have to wait until round 25. It's something I've always enjoyed about the map, and I feel like it deserves more praise for that. Say what you want about Die Rise, but Die Rise has one of the nicest skyboxes in all of COD Zombies. And that's a hill I am going to die on. It's so pretty, and I can't wait for Die Rise Remastered so I can look at this skybox in higher quality. Mob of the Dead brought a lot of new and great things to the table, but one of the things I personally like the most is the inclusion of Afterlife. I think it's such a fun game mechanic, and I think more zombie maps need to do it. Obviously, it works really well for Mob of the Dead, because since it's such a close quarters map, Quick Revive is going to go pretty quick, but with Afterlife, you can keep going, and I really, really feel like it fits this map perfectly. Buried was essentially just a giant sandbox, and it brought so much to the table in terms of new ideas and content in a zombies map. My favorite though would have to be the chalk drawing. So you take a chalk drawing, you bring it to a new location anywhere on the map, and I love this. It's so fun to do this. You get rewarded with points, so you can buy the wall weapons, and overall it's just a really cool feature, and I feel like this should be in more zombie maps. One thing I really enjoy about Origins is the reward system you get. Not many maps do this, unless you're Cold War, where all your maps you get rewards. But with Black Ops 2, there wasn't many maps that did stuff like this, but Origins did. And the way it worked is there was a few challenges. You could get headshots, you could get points, and if you turn on all the generators, you get rewards for it. A cool little idea in Origins, and I overall really enjoy it. It's kind of silly, but I really enjoy this little Easter egg in Shadow's View where you shoot the Shadow Man, and you go up in rounds and you get points and stuff. One, it's very funny to do it on a public match. Two, it's good for you to train your training skills since you have Jug on this high round, and you can buy Jug if you want. And three, if you just want to play a fast game of zombies and you don't want the setup, then this is perfect. You can get most of your perks, you can open up most of the map, and overall it's just a very, very, very fun system. Something I love about the Giant is the soundtrack of the map. Something that I feel like it doesn't get enough credit for. If you just listen to the background music of the game as you're playing, it's so good, man. Something I feel like Horizon Draka doesn't get enough credit for is the tram. And the way it works is you get a tram fuse that a zombie will drop, you take it to this location over here, and then you cop the tram. Now you'll get a random drop or something, or you might even get a ray gun. Overall, just a really fun thing you can do in the map, and I absolutely love it. Zetsubo might not be the most groundbreaking map in the world, but something I really enjoy about the map is the fact that it offers a lot of unique box weapons, so it gives you a reason to go back to this game. I love the Razorback, I just wish it had the fucking iron sights. Something I love about Gorod Krovi is the fact there's fucking dragons in it. I don't know about you guys, but I've always just really enjoyed the female dragons and zombies. I know it was hit towards in Horizon Draka and Zetsubo, but see the dragons in Gorod, it's fucking crazy. And for Revelations, as much as the map gets shitted on, I think the remakes blend smoothly together, and I think they did quite a good job with making it feel like its own thing, even though it was just a bunch of remakes. With Blood of the Dead, I really liked the catwalk. Now, sure, it gets tedious after a while, but the first time you go over that catwalk, it's surely something incredible. Like, you feel epic doing it, and I think it's quite good for early game because you get a lot of points from it as well. I love how Classified is just a much better version than 5. It fixes all the little issues that 5 had and really builds upon it. For example, the Winter's Howl. In 5, it was pretty shit, but in this, it's really good. One thing I love about 9 is the fact the map is so simply laid out, but so complex at the same time. You really have 6 areas of this map. You have above ground, below ground, and then the 4 breaking off parts. Super simple for old zombie players and new zombie players alike. One thing I absolutely love about Voyage of Despair is the atmosphere. I think this map, in terms of atmosphere, is absolutely incredible, and there's not a zombie map that really beats it. It's the Titanic, for crying out loud. As much shit as Dead of the Night gets, I really like the wonder weapon in the map. I think it's just a fun wonder weapon to use, and overall it's a powerhouse as well. I love how in Ancient Evil, when you spawn in, zombies are waiting for you, just like in Transit. There's a little thing I really like about the map. As much as I hate Alpha Omega, one thing I like is the fact that the characters are playable together, that involving Primus and Ultimus. Makes for some funny dialogue stuff, and I overall do like it. Tactor Totem has one of the nicest Easter eggs in all of COD Zombies, and that is the George Romero tribute. If you press these glasses here, you'll say a nice quote about George and then get 500 points. I love how D Machine has one of the best camping spots of all time, and the fact that this game had a really buff version of the ray gun as well really helped that. In Firebase Z, I absolutely love the Ray K as a wonder weapon, one of my favorite wonder weapons of all time, and I just love how it has 2 mechanics. It has the normal firing mode, and then it has the black hole mode, and you can combine them together to make a big blast. Marauder Totem definitely had a really good Easter egg, and it's probably my favorite thing about the map, and I love the boss fight as well. I love how Forsaken went full out with the wonder weapon. The axe is so overpowered, and I love how it has multiple modes as well. For Vanguard Zombies, I'm only going to be including Shironuma and then the Archon. I don't have gameplay because it got corrupted, so just go along with it. I love how Shironuma actually has a proper Easter egg this time, and I think it's a pretty good Easter egg considering what it is. The Archon has a pretty good boss fight, all things considered. I know it's just a remake of Terra Maledicta, but the boss fight is one of the more new things in the map, and overall I think it's quite fun. Thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. If you truly enjoyed that one, I'm sure you'll enjoy this one as well. Also, make sure to subscribe for more content from myself. See you in the next video.